Tao Feng's setup is familiar to many other fighters, a range of well-animated warriors facing off against each other with countless special moves. But while it certainly sounds familiar, the game tries its damn best to be different, and while it may not buck any trends, it manages to offer an acceptable fist of fun. Two warring sects are fighting for supremacy in Metro China, a Chinese colony built on the west coast of the USA. You pick a fighter and battle a selection of enemies from the opposing faction.
Player 1.
One of the most original features is being able to smash your enemies into walls and floors. If that doesn't work, you can also interact with the scenery, like swinging off poles and springboarding from walls.
Is the victor.
I sense the coming dread. It invigorates my soul.
Fight!
If you just keep blocking, your limbs will soon be injured, and you'll be able to cause less damage with your kicks and punches. You'll have to spend time learning how to be a well-rounded fighter, and make sure that you don't play too defensively. It all paves the way for a steady learning curve that should keep you engaged for a while.
Wind damage alert.
Unfortunately, the timing seems slightly off, and the lengthy animations tend to halt proceedings and break the fluidity of combat. It's not poor workmanship. Clearly a lot of effort's gone into the look and speed, but things haven't been refined enough for this to all fit together exactly. Take one iconic comic book character, one third-person camera, and beating 7 shades of steel claw out of evil henchmen. Et voila, one classic superhero game. Wolverine's Revenge takes place over 6 levels that happen in a host of rather bland and hackneyed underground locations that all look the same. Each level is broken into several sub-chapters packed full of baddies, and it's your job to slice through them, be it by stealth or a full-blooded, foolhardy charge.
You ain't even begun to hurt yet, short stuff.
Atmospherically, X-Men 2, Wolverine's Revenge, does a fairly decent job, which is primarily down to Mark Hamill's small impression of Wolverine.
Stay quiet.
Unfortunately, the graphics are a different story. Graphical glitches like see-through walls and floating bullet holes appear much too often, while the level of detail on background objects and enemies is simply way below what we've come to expect on Xbox. We really wanted to love this X-Men outing as much as we love Wolverine. Clever touches such as the ability to guide yourself by your mutant senses show a game that could have been full of originality and fun. As it stands, this is simply a half-hearted and ultimately tiresome comic book romp. Not only does Burnout 2 look and sound better than ever, but there's a number of Xbox exclusive features shoved in for good measure. It's an arcade racer that ditches realism in favour of raw speed. Your aim is to drive as dangerously as possible without actually crashing, although the crashes are so exciting that you'll sometimes want to. After being taught the ropes in the Offensive Driving 101 tutorial, the bulk of the game takes place in Championship mode. You drive in various events, winning gold medals to unlock new ones, as well as bonus vehicles and tracks. Gameplay-wise, Burnout 2 is a little more complicated than just holding down the accelerator and trusting to luck. You fill up a boost meter with some extremely dodgy driving, the kind that even Premiership footballers would balk at. Then hit the boost button to give your car a rocket up the exhaust. Not only can you slam into other vehicles, sending car parts flying over the road, but there's also a knock-on effect. One mistake at the wheel can swiftly lead to an enormous pile-up. There's even a special crash mode, where you try to cause as much carnage as possible. We'll be honest, if you're one of those petrol heads who prefers your games to be half racer, half Haynes manual, Burnout 2 isn't for you. But for everyone else, this is an unmissable gem of a game.
This is how my story begins. My Uncle Ben and Aunt May raised me like a son. They never had much money, though. I thought my powers could help make up for that.
Who doesn't want superpowers these days? Who wouldn't want to mow the lawn using the power of thought or knock the school bully over with the flick of a finger? Spider-Man the game demonstrates the Web Wonder's powers really well.
The fight promoter cheated me, so I didn't think it was my problem when he got robbed.
12 Henry, call back on that 187 in connection with the carjacking at the 42nd.
Uncle Ben, murdered. I have to find the guy who did it.
Spidey sticks to almost any surface and can crawl from wall to ceiling effortlessly. In fact, just like a spider can. He's got loads of superpowers to help him defeat the Green Goblin, the Vulture and Shocker. You can tie your enemies up using web fluid, then jump on their heads and give them a good battering. Most impressively, you can swing from rooftop to rooftop in an amazingly realistic city.
Who's that?
They didn't know anything, but I'm just getting started.
Looks like the freak wants to play. What's with the getup, chump? Boom!
I want answers!
You should have stayed home.
Another dead end. Well, one of these losers is gonna give me some answers.
The only real problem with Spider-Man is the super irritating camera, which you have to control manually. It's really tedious having to move the camera around yourself to find the best view. Apart from that, the combat is fun and responsive, and Spidey's powers mean you can replay the game in a variety of ways. All the staple ingredients of a great racing game can be found in Rally Sport Challenge. From the moment you start at the game, you'll be dazzled with superb graphics which improve upon anything seen in rival rally games.
Easy left, into medium right. Over crest, into easy left.
There's so much detail, you can see cracks in the muddy roads and individual blades of grass. The cars look equally good, with bodywork details and smashing lights being used to amazing effect. The handling of the cars is very arcade-like, and anyone looking for a fast, fun racer will have no complaints. It'll only disappoint if you prefer the realism of the Colin McRae rally games. When the tracks begin to narrow and the turns get hairier and hairier, you'll find yourself crashing spectacularly time and time again. But crucially, you won't want to stop trying to master those tough courses and nailing the problem turns, because it's so much fun to play. There's a slightly annoying trend with snowboarding games. They never seem to get all the things right that they should do. Amped is the one exception, concentrating all its efforts into a near-perfect freestyle game.
Your insurance company's gonna love this one. Yeah, we're rolling! Whatever.
At the core of its winning formula is an excellent control system. Steering the board is as simple as moving the left thumbstick. 3 grab buttons and a grind button take care of all the other tricks. Refreshingly, there's no time limit at all. Amped is about scoring points by pulling off some awesome stunts.
Come on, do something.
How about we land it next time?
Because the controls are so easy to grasp, you can spend more time finding the best route down the mountainside. Each slope is absolutely gorgeous, with loads of features and details. You've got free reign of 11 different mountains, and can go pretty much wherever you like. You'll often be rewarded for exploring when you discover new tricking opportunities and hidden items. All in all, this is the best snowboarding game for ages, if not ever. Addictive, impressive and deep. Both boarders and non-believers will find so much to love in this beautiful snow-covered world. Hong Kong needs your help. An evil Yakuza crime boss is bringing his dirty trade to the city's colourful streets. And there's only one way to stop him. Jump into your turbocharged car and smash the crap out of everything. There's no subtlety here. It's all about high-speed, big-bang, blockbuster carnage.
My pudding! I'm gonna get you for this. You're not getting away from me.
An armored delivery van in your vicinity is requesting help. They're saying that Yakuza cars are trying to ram them off the road.
You've got a license to wreck in a city that looks absolutely incredible. The scale of your world is enormous, made up of individual districts, massive buildings and tiny market stalls. But why go on about the graphics so much without mentioning the actual gameplay? Because the way Reckless looks and moves means that the visuals practically are the game. All you do is ram into other cars, smash through shop windows and blow things up. There's not really much more depth than that. The storylines are complete nonsense, but that's not too much of a problem. After all, how many blockbuster movies chuck serious plots in the bin and have a bunch of explosions in their place? Reckless does exactly that, and as long as you aren't expecting the most involving gameplay, you'll still enjoy it. In Oddworld Munch's Odyssey, the skinny hero Abe shares the limelight with a new co-star, Munch. He's a floppy-footed amphibian whose race has been hunted to near extinction. This odd couple use psychic powers and environmentally friendly teamwork to overthrow the evil, money-grabbing glucons.
Then it happened. It wasn't a gabbard. It wasn't a gabbard at all. Who could do such a thing? Well, I was about to find out.
Oddworld is a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there. It's a scenic land made of natural curves, lush foliage and shimmering lakes. Everything would be perfect if it wasn't for the glucon industry spoiling and polluting the lands.
Poor little schmuck.
So you see, Stitch Lips, if you want to find your brothers, you've got to rescue Munch from Viker's lab.
Yeah, you always say that. Fine, be that way.
Like the other games in the Oddworld series, talking and issuing commands to other creatures is very important. You can order them to attack enemies or to help you to open doors. Unfortunately, all your friends sound a bit too much like Kermit the Frog, and their regular burping and farting will get on your nerves before long. Aside from that, Munch's Odyssey is one of the smartest looking and cleverest platformers on Xbox. There's bags of variety from puzzle solving to insane shoot-'em-up levels, and most importantly, to lovable and extremely unlikely heroes. Mothra is brilliant. A giant space moth. Think about that for a minute. A giant space moth. When we first heard that there was a Godzilla game for us to play, well, that sounded brilliant. We'd get to play as Mothra and finally fulfill that childhood fantasy of smashing up cities with our incredible moth powers. The license promised so much. Giant moths flattening buildings, huge monsters crushing little people, rubber dinosaurs and terrible dubbing. Sadly, Godzilla fails to deliver on its promises. Your massive fighting buddy feels sluggish and unresponsive. Instead of feeling 500 feet tall and hard as really big nails, you feel badly animated and vague. The structure of the game is basic at most. Beat up a monster, beat up another monster, fall asleep. Wish you were dead. There are neat touches though, like being able to throw oil tankers at your mate or hurling him into a skyscraper by his tail. The fighting system's awkward, soon descending into a frustrating monster-mashing mess. What could have been a spectacular orgy of giant-sized destruction and classic cheese ends up throat-punchingly frustrating and dull. If you remember the god game Populous, you'll already be familiar with Thousand Land. If not, think The Sims with pitch battles, and you're about there. The plot of Thousand Land can be written on a microchip with a marker pen, but don't let that put you off. The aim of the game is to destroy your opponent's home base called the Core. It's a large tree that sprouts acorn-like soldiers who scurry around building traps and fortifications. Once your defences are built, you go to war, giving a few basic commands to your Acorn warriors. Japan-obsessed gaming geeks are going to love Thousand Land, simply because it hails from the hallowed land, and the close-minded will dismiss it because it's in a foreign language and isn't what they're used to. You're going to fall in love with Thousand Land simply because it's dead simple to get into, challenging to master, and full of loads of really cool, disarming little details.
Target acquired. Box 2. Incoming MiG. You got a locker. Infantry ahead! Fire in the hole! Target down! Target down! Target down! Alpha 1, this is Cowboy 3. We are on station and ready to help out. Over. Roger that, Alpha 1. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Over. Infantry ahead! Target acquired. Box 2.
Versus Mitsurugi. A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires truth. Battle 1. Fight! Knockout! Yoshimitsu wins versus Talim.
大丈夫？
Now, two souls are fiercely entangled.
では踊るがいい。
大丈夫。タリム、信じて。
Battle 1. Fight! Knockout! Raphael wins!
貴様にふさわしい姿だな。
Battle 2. Fight! Raphael
私を怒らせるとは、愚かな。
versus Cervantes. Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
問答無用。覚悟。
我に逆らうか。
Battle 1. Fight! Cervantes wins
我と共に地獄へ来い
versus Spawn. Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury.
黙って消えろ
Battle 1. Fight! Knockout!
死にたいか
Spawn
マ
wins!
ルボルギアよ待っているがいい
Battle 2. Fight!
Welcome to Dulag Luft 10. The rules here are simple. It is forbidden to be outside your hut during the night. Violation of this rule will result in your suppression and arrest. Carrying a weapon, attacking a guard, or stepping into the warning wire is both forbidden and fatal. Violation will result in you being shot.
We've taken damage!
Every hero has a humble beginning. Every quest has a secret purpose. Every life has a true destiny. Discover Sting. Awaken the Ring. Become a legend. Before the Fellowship, there was only one. The Hobbit.
so brown today in my life, and I wish the summer wouldn't go away in my life. Tell me, can you feel this? Getting drunk and getting stoned and having fun. Tell me, can you feel this? It's a California way. Tell me, can you feel this? I can never ever get sick of the sun. Tell me, can you feel this? Don't you wanna get away? And forget about my problems today in my life. Grow up, I think I'll save that for a rainy day in my life. Tell me, can you feel this? Getting drunk and getting stoned and having fun. Tell me, can you feel this? It's a California way. Tell me, can you feel this? I can never ever get sick of the sun. Tell me, can you feel this? Don't you wanna get away?
I used to be a ranger. I kept the peace on the galactic frontier. But the corporations got greedy for land and turned the galaxy into a battlefield. I stood against them to defend the helpless. They killed my squad, framed me, locked me away for 10 long years. They've only made one mistake: letting me go.
For years, it waited inside him.
I need to stay calm. I can't let him out. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
All it needed was a way out. This summer, one man will find out you can't keep things locked up forever. Finding the cure will take the stealth of Banner.
They say no one ever escaped from Alcatraz. I wonder how many people have tried to break in.
And the power of the Hulk.
I've been a victim too long.
An experience beyond the film.
Expecting someone else?
In a world of classic villains.
I killed the Hulk!
45 devastating attacks. 25 destructible environments. Smash crush up to 10 enemies at once. From Vivendi Universal Games comes the Hulk. Welcome to the newly commissioned 23rd Special Forces Unit. Codename Brute Force.
Somewhere in another time, a new evil rises. The dead become the living. Unheard of beasts emerge. Existence itself is threatened. 4 have been summoned. Together you have a chance. Alone you have none.
てやせやこのてやてせいやもらったせやナムさん我が剣に敵はない。
私は風と共にある。
Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out swinging. Touchdown! Hit it, Marines! Go, go, go!
Okay, let's move out. Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
One alien down. Right on. Bastard! Kick ass! Punch it! Eat it! Way to go! Yikes! Pile out! Wah! Oh!
He's dead! Right for impact!
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last! Are you all right? Can you move? The others... the impact. There's nothing we can do. Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in a crash. Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion. Alert! Covenant dropship has detected us. Here they come. Captain? Captain? I've lost him. Analyzing damage. This hole was caused by some kind of explosive. Very powerful if it tore through the ship's hull. All I detect down there are